I set my fork down because my hands had started to tremble, not from fear, but from precision. HR nodded, polite and practiced. We sent it 9 weeks ago. Your manager said he passed it on. I swallowed, looked at him, then back at her. Then I guess he didn't explain why he held onto it. Her smile vanished, chairs shifted. Glasses stopped mid-pour. That was when I knew I had to speak. I hadn't planned to expose him tonight. I had planned to confirm him. 9 weeks earlier, I was still thankful. I believed loyalty counted. I believed hard work was seen. He and I joined the company just months apart to climbers sharing coffee, complaints, late nights and borrowed chargers. He called me his right hand. I called him a friend. When his father got sick, I covered his workload. When my mother died, he sent flowers with a handwritten note about family. Trust doesn't arrive loudly. It settles in quietly and convinces you it belongs. The change crept in softly. Meetings I once led were suddenly reassigned. My calendar emptied while is filled. He repeat my ideas a week later, swapping words, wearing new confidence. Promotions became rumors instead of letters. Still, I waited. I stayed quiet. I told myself timing mattered. Then patterns emerged. HR emails looped him in first. Budget approvals passed through his desk. My name disappeared from presentations I built, small erasures, professional, polite. If betrayal has a scent, it smells like plausible deniability. I didn't confront him. I audited him. I dug through archived emails, checked timestamps, matched calendar invites to document edits. I asked HR careful questions with calm smiles. I asked legal about policy, curious, not accusing. I learned the company's language and spoke it better than he did. Somewhere between the evidence, the heartbreak stopped hurting and started organizing. The promotion letter existed, signed, approved, dated 9 weeks earlier, his signature. Confirmed receipt. The forwarding instruction never reached me. That was the moment. Not anger, clarity. He hadn't replaced me because I wasn't good enough. He replaced me because I was. I didn't react. I prepared. I let him enjoy the role. I congratulated him in public. I asked sharp questions in meetings. He now ran. I made myself essential to people who mattered more than titles, clients, compliance, finance. I documented everything. I never warned him. Revenge doesn't announce itself. It puts itself on the calendar. I brought HR into a process review, framed as growth. I requested a leadership assessment. Policy allowed it when roles shifted fast. I asked for an audit of project ownership, citing risk. I shared my records without emotion. Facts don't need feelings, they only need light. Then I waited for the dinner. Company dinners loosen masks, applause hides tension. Executives watch how people handle pressure under soft lighting. I chose a moment carefully, not dramatic, just clean. When I spoke, I kept my voice steady. I want to be clear. I said I was promoted 9 weeks ago. The letter never reached me. My manager acknowledged it and didn't forward it. The silence stretched. Someone cleared their throat. I'd like to know why. He tried to laugh. He tried to explain. He tried to make it sound procedural. HR told him to stop. Legal leaned forward. The CEO tilted his head the way he does when a problem becomes real. I watched his confidence drip away, layer by layer. When HR confirmed the timestamps, when legal mentioned fiduciary duty, when finance raised compensation gaps, he finally looked at me not as a friend, but as a threat he'd underestimated. They excused him from the table temporarily. That word never means what people hope. By morning, my promotion was reinstated retroactively. My pay corrected, his title reassigned pending investigation. He learned who replaced him when the company-wide email went out. My name, my role, effective immediately, clean, professional, final. He called, I let it ring. He apologized. I archived it. Some apologies are meant to heal. Others are meant to survive. I only accept the first kind now. When I sit in that chair, I don't think about him. I think about the version of me who trusted without checking. I don't resent that person. I protect them by being sharper. Betrayal didn't make me cruel. It made me precise. Justice doesn't always burn. Sometimes it looks like a fork placed gently on a white tablecloth, a calm sentence spoken at exactly the right moment, and a man realizing too late that silence was never my weakness, it was my strategy.